Hello everyone, thanks for joining me. In the vise I've got a partridge size 10 dry fly hook. The thread I'm using is UTC 70 in light tan. I'm going to cast on here. Now I'm taking some lemon barred wood duck fibres. I'm going to start with the tail. So I've got a small pinch here. I'm going to tie them in, check for length. That's going to be a little short, go back a little. That's perfect. So carry that back to the bend of the hook and take the thread back forward. I've tried to spin it as flat as possible to make a nice smooth underbody. Now, a slightly larger pinch for the wings. I'm going to tie these in pointing forwards, a couple of loops, check the length, and then we'll carry it back. I trim these off at an angle, and they'll blend nicely into the tail fibres that we tied down earlier. Now, this is a sort of Catskill style winged dry fly. I'm using stripped peacock herl for the body. This is just a natural herl. I'm going to tie that in by the tip and carry it back to the base of the tail. And again, bring it forward, trying to build a little bit of a taper into the body. Now, I like to use my rotary for this, and I hold the thread out of the way with one finger, just so it doesn't trap the wing in. And I'm going to carry that up. That makes a lovely segmented body. Now, this is a little bit short, so just so you can see what I'm doing, I'm taking some hackle pliers and holding on to the end, and we're going to tie down that end of the peacock herl. Break off the excess and tie off just in front of the wing. Now, at this point I like to split the wing, so I'm using my bobbin needle just to try and separate this into two even clumps, and we're going to do a couple of figure 8 wraps through the wing, like so, to hold them apart. You can do this when you tie them in, but now's as good a time as any. Here I'm just using a little bit of Vineyard Celir varnish. This will help to give a nice gloss to the body and to protect it from any trout teeth. Let that dry. I've got a medium barred ginger cape, and I've taken a feather, stripped barbs from one side, and we're going to tie that in here. Carry it forward, being careful not to trap the wing in. Trim the excess stem and tie it down forward. Bring the wing forward and out of the way, and we're going to start wrapping the hackle. This is a long enough feather that I don't really need to use any hackle pliers or anything. Here we're up to the wing, so I'm going to bring that back. Just a couple more wraps in front. And now we're going to tie off. So a couple of wraps over the feather, bend it back, and then going to do a whip finish in front. There's one. And there's a second for security and to build up a little head. Trim the thread, trim the excess feather, and things got a little messed out of place during the process, so I'm just going to use my dubbing needle, bring everything back forward, and there we have it, a nice little Quill Body Dry fly.